checking if I'm living out what I believe. I'm alive and I'm forgiven. Let all of the love that you have given be what I give away, yeah, every day. Lord, this I pray, Lord, this I pray. Let the world see you when they look at me, when they look at me, when they look at me. Let the love of God be all they see, yeah, all they see, yeah, all they see. One God, one King, one name above, always giving it up to the one I love. Let the world see you when they look at me, and when they look at me, let them see you, Jesus. Letting people know that it's you I praise. I'm alive and I'm forgiven. Let all of the love that you have given be what I give away, yeah, every day. Lord, this I pray. Lord, this I pray. Let the world see you when they look at me, when they look at me, when they look at me. Let the love of God be all they see, yeah, all they see, yeah, all they see. One God, one King, one name above, always giving it up to the one I love. Let the world see you when they look at me, and when they look at me, let them see you, Jesus. I'm gonna shine in the dead of night, a city on a hill shining bright. I'll be a light for the world to see when they look at me, and when they look at me. Even brighter than the morning sun, can't hide what your love has done. I'll be a light for the world to see when they look at me, and when they look at me. When they look at me, and when they look at me. Let the world see you when they look at me, when they look at me, when they look at me. Let the love of God be all they see, yeah, all they see, yeah, all they see. One God, one King, one name above, always giving it up to the one I love. Let the world see you when they look at me, and when they look at me, let them see you, Jesus. Let the world see you when they look at me, when they look at me, when they look at me. Let the love of God be all they see, yeah, all they see, yeah, all they see. One God, one King, one name above, always giving it up to the one I love. Let the world see you when they look at me, and when they look at me, let them see you, Jesus.
Our memory verse for Unit 34 is Philippians 1, verses 20 through 21. This is kind of a long one, and there's a lot of signs, so feel free to cut any signs that you would like to. As it is my eager expectation and hope that I will not be at all ashamed, but that with full courage, now as always, Christ will be honored in my body, whether by life or by death. For me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. All right, so to go over those signs, because there's a lot of new ones in this one too. As is my eager. For eager is exactly what you would think. You're going to put your hands together and then shake them back and forth. Eager or enthusiastic is like another word that this sign can stand for. Eager expectation and hope. For hope, you're going to make right angles with both of your hands, and your left hand goes near your forehead, and then your right hand comes up, and they're going to kind of wave to each other. Hope. That I will not be at all ashamed, but that with full courage, now as always, Christ. We know Christ. See, drawing a sash. Will be honored. For honored, you're going to put your two fingers together. These are H's, and then they're going to stand up near your forehead and then come up. Honored. In my body, whether by life, two thumbs up, moving up your torso. We've done that one a bunch of times. Life or by death. Death we've done a number of times too. Your right hand is up, your left hand is down, and they flip over like someone turning in their grave. Death. For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. If you want to put any of those like life or death or Christ into that part too, go ahead. I just felt like there were a lot of signs in there. So whatever you feel comfortable with. So let's go over that one more time. Philippians 1, 20 through 21. As it is my eager expectation and hope that I will not be at all ashamed, but that with full courage, now as always, Christ will be honored in my body, whether by life or by death. For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain.
It all began with a spark. The spark caught fire in my heart, and I can see it lighting up the dark. And now it's burning bright. This little light of mine, maybe it used to be little, but now it's a wildfire. It's growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Can't shut it down, can't blow it out, can't hide it now. It's shining around the world and getting hotter now. So throw your light up, come on, raise it higher. We gonna start a fire, it's only getting brighter. So burn bright in the night for the world to see. This little light is bringing change and it starts with me. One head high, throw your light in the sky. We're gonna keep it shining forever. Oh, it's brightest when we're shining together. This little light up, I'm gonna let it. And in the darkest, I'll be the brightest. No covering up, no shutting it down, no blowing it out. I'm gonna let it shine all around. I'm gonna let it. This little light up, I'm gonna let it. And in the darkest, I'll be the brightest. No covering up, no shutting it down, no blowing it out. I'm gonna let it shine all around. I'm gonna let it shine.
When Paul was a prisoner in Rome, people brought him news about how believers in churches all over the world were doing. Paul had visited many of these churches, and he wrote letters to encourage the Christians in each church.
Paul wrote a letter to the church in Colossae. The Colossian believers knew the gospel, but false teachers had been telling them lies. This confused them. Some were saying there was a secret gospel only they knew about. Paul wrote to remind them the truth about Jesus. This is what Paul wrote.
Jesus shows us what God is like. The Son of God existed before God created anything. He created everything. Everything in heaven and on earth. Everything you see and don't see. Everything exists for Him. Jesus holds everything together. The church, all the believers in the world are the body, and He is the head. God was happy to send His Son to earth to rescue people from sin through His blood on the cross.
Paul reminded the believers that their sin had separated them from God. They were His enemies, but now they had salvation and forgiveness through Jesus.
Paul had told them the complete gospel. Anyone who came and said there was a secret gospel was lying. Be encouraged and love one another, Paul wrote. I want you to know Jesus. All wisdom and knowledge is found in Him.
Paul encouraged believers by reminding them that Jesus is great. Jesus is God's Son, and He died on the cross to rescue people from sin. The gospel is true, and Jesus is all we need.